What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Oe, and today I got a bit of movie news, some big news in the comic book realm regarding the DC universe. Of course, we got Black Adam's release coming next week, so some news to talk about. I won't be doing it alone. I got my co-host, my cousin Dustin, aka DL. He's with me again here. We're going to talk Black Adam and The Rock, the great one, the most electrifying man in Hollywood, I guess.
All of entertainment.
All of entertainment, yeah. Even though, his movies are okay. He hasn't blown me away.
Yeah, we'll get into that. I got some things to say about that.
Yeah, we'll get into the whole what we think of The Rock as Black Adam, whatever you think of The Rock as Black Adam finally ending the superhero realm. But we got some big news here. So spoiler alert, we're going to get into spoilers here because it's pretty much confirmed. I mean, there's been controversy regarding Henry Cavill, his return as Superman. Does he even want to come back? Does Warner Brothers even want him back? They've been going back and forth. And I don't blame Henry Cavill if he's a little sour that, WB has been putting him to the sideline. But what do you think about Henry? I mean, it's been over 10 years since Henry Cavill has had his own sequel for Man of Steel 2, which released like in 2013. So what do you think of Henry Cavill as Superman?
I like Henry Cavill as Superman. I think he fits a part. He's got that presence about him that's Superman. So I have no issue with him being Superman at all. I can't think of anybody else right now that could probably fit that role. And but the thing too is that he didn't want to come back as cameos because they had all those other movies, with Shazam and all that stuff and Wonder Woman. He didn't want to come back. He wanted his whole other movie. And I think that's why he didn't. That was the whole thing about it. He didn't want to come back with cameos.
I mean, he is the iconic superhero. He's the granddaddy of superheroes. And I feel like WWB, I almost said WWE, but WB has just failed to represent that. Like, you should be leading the DC, not with Harley Quinn, the Suicide Squad. Yeah. I mean, they have Batman, they have Wonder Woman, but Superman should be at the forefront above everything else. And I think it's been long overdue since Superman has been paid his respect. And like we said, Henry Cavill, he's not happy with Warner Brothers. I think even in Comic-Con, he was supposed to show up either for Marvel or DC, and he ended up getting sick and he didn't show up or something like that. So, so everyone's like, all right, he's probably done with DC. So we're going to get a new Superman. But so here comes The Rock, the great one, who's been very vocal about wanting to have his character, a Black Adam, face Henry Cavill Superman. He's been saying it for years, and he's been preparing for this role as Black Adam for what, like 5 years, 6 years now?
But the history with that is they wanted Black Adam to show up in the Shazam movie. Did you know about that?
And The Rock said no.
Said no. Yeah. So I think this was all planned out. I think that they wanted him to show up in a Shazam movie because I think in the comics, it's supposed to be Shazam and Black Adam, right? That's supposed to be
that's their main rivals. Yeah.
And I think Rock probably behind the scenes said, no, it's going to be me versus Superman. And I think that's where it all kind of started. And I'm just guessing here that's how it works because business wise, it makes sense. Money wise, it makes sense.
Yeah. The Rock is a powerhouse. And I've said this in like a video, maybe 1 or 2 years ago. I said, I was so happy that The Rock was very vocal about things because he has a lot of leverage. I mean, he's one of the most paid actors in the world. He has a lot of power behind the scenes. So if The Rock's endorsing, hey, keep Henry Cavill, let's get me and him squaring off, that's fine with me. Shazam was an okay movie. It would have had the X factor if The Rock, if his Black Adam made like a cameo or even referenced him, but there was like zero references to Black Adam and Shazam, but it's pretty much confirmed at this point that, and it is confirmed because there is leaks. You and I were both on Twitter. We can't show the video of the leak on here because we'll get in big trouble for that. But a spoiler alert at the end of Superman, or at the end of what movie is this? Spoiler alert at the end of Black Adam, we got Superman coming in at the very end. I don't know. I think it's the post-credits scene. Yeah. So,
I mean, end credit scenes.
It's at the very end. So, me just bumbling that, it's like, am I just here to watch Black Adam just for this cameo, or am I really excited for the movie? Which I am excited for the movie. I'm excited for the movie. I'm ready for DC to make some big moves.
Are you excited because of Black Adam? Are you excited, or are you just excited now because Superman's coming back through Black Adam?
No, I'm excited for Black Adam. I like the Justice Society of America, and that has Dr. Fate, played by Pierce Brosnan. He's like the original. And I'm gonna compare him, but he came before Doctor Strange. They're kind of in the same realm. They're wizards. They do sorcery and magic. They're in that same realm. So yeah, I like the Justice Society of America, and you got the Atom Smasher in there. You got Hawkman coming in.
Did you see the interview on the red carpet where Dwayne Johnson actually said the spoiler of Superman, where he said welcome home or something like that? Did you see that video?
I was also listening to the fans at the same time, where you have Black Adam. We will create Black Adam for him to be the most powerful and unstoppable force on this planet. The most powerful and unstoppable force in the entire universe has been on the sidelines for too long.
There's so many videos, like you said earlier, that it's calculated at this point that he's pretty much just promoting Superman to be in this movie because he knows it's going to generate more money. So, I mean, they could tease the fans, but he's just like, hey, he's in this movie, come see it. So that makes me want to see it even more, knowing that I'm going to guaranteed going to see the Man of Steel on screen. So
yeah, it was definitely a calculated thing, and that's very strategic because Rock's a great businessman along with his partners, Danny Garcia on $7 Production, and I think that he, the other rumor is that Black Adam wasn't generating that much of a buzz. Okay, and when you bring in Superman, all of a sudden you got all this buzz talk about it with the end credits and all that stuff. So me personally, I was like, I'll wait for it to get on the movie or not. I'm not gonna rush to the movies. I'll wait for it to get streaming and all that stuff. But the buzz on it now because the Superman leak, all of a sudden it's all over the news. So as much as Dwayne Johnson has been on Instagram and all of his social media promoting it and everything like that, I don't really know a lot of people that are talking about Black Adam, but they are talking about Superman now.
True.
So
I mean,
it was.
Yeah, casual fans are probably like, okay, another superhero movie, but it's with The Rock. All right, I guess. But yeah, Black Adam really hasn't been in the forefront of DC in the mainstream comics. I played the Injustice video games and all that, so I know a little bit about Black Adam and the comic book behind him. He's the king of Kahndaq, which is like a fictional Egyptian city and stuff. So there's pretty cool lore behind the mythos of Black Adam. It has to do with like Egyptian mythology. So I'm excited for the movie of Black Adam. Don't get it twisted. I mean, of course, the Superman hype behind it helps, but I like the mythology behind Black Adam because he's kind of a anti-hero. He's a villain, and he's kind of propping up Black Adam to be the Thanos for now of the DCEU, which that's something that the DC needs because I don't know if they're following the Zack Snyder route with having Darkseid from the Snyder Cut be the main villain. I mean, the DC is in the connected universe, at least, is kind of all over the place.
It's not there. It's not like Marvel where it's connected and everything like that. I mean, you don't see Wonder Woman showing up in places. You don't see Henry Cavill showing up in places. You don't see Shazam showing up in places. Back to the movie though with Black Adam, like you said that you were intrigued and you liked Black Adam. I had to do research on Black Adam because I didn't know much about him. Yeah, he's like, I think he's just as powerful as Superman. Some people say maybe more because he's more he's empowered by magic.
Yeah, and that's Superman's Shazam. Yeah, and that's one of Superman's weaknesses is magic, magic and kryptonite. But he could overcome magic. But so it's gonna make an awesome confrontation. And I doubt they're gonna fight in this movie. Like we said earlier, it's a post-credit scene, but it's something to build up to and get fans excited who are more a DC fanboys. I know I've said it in this channel multiple times. I'm more biased towards DC. I've just been waiting for them to take off and mimic what Marvel has done with the connected universe, because there are solo projects that are, not of the same realm, like the Matt Reeves, the Batman, and then the Joker movie. Those aren't connecting to anything. Those are big hits. I love those movies, especially the Batman, but their connected universe with Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman, they need to take off with that. They need to take advantage with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they can. I'm not sure if they know how to connect it. They don't have that one guy. What's it? Kevin Feige?
Kevin Feige of Marvel.
Kevin Feige, yeah. That one guy that just is basically the Vince McMahon of Marvel that makes sure everything's connected and well done. I think you're wrong there.
I think
Why?
you're wrong there because I don't know if you've been following up over the news in the summer. There's been a huge overhaul in Warner Brothers and DC. Like,
Okay.
yeah, so a new production. They got a new guy. I wouldn't call him a Kevin Feige, but there's a new person in charge, and they canceled the Batwoman or the Batgirl movie, which was like $90 million. But I guess test audiences didn't take too kind of it, and really no one wants to see that movie. So it was canceled, scrap, $90 million down the drain.
Back to Black Adam on this one. My take on that is I'm not that excited. I love Rock. I love The Rock's ever since he came out in WWE as Rocky Maivia and then elevated to The Rock and all that stuff. But no matter what movie you watch, he's The Rock. No matter what movie it is, he's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. There's no range. Even on animated, I just got done watching Super Pets. Did you see Super Pets?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, the animated film with him and Kevin Hart. He's still Dwayne The Rock Johnson as a dog. You just can't, you can't watch him on screen. Even Maui, and what was that when he was Maui in what was that animated film?
Oh, Moana.
Moana, yeah. Like it's still Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So with him being Black Adam, just looking at the trailer, it's like, oh, this is Dwayne The Rock Johnson again, just in a different uniform. So it's like I'm not that excited for it, and I think that's why the Henry Cavill thing came out, because I'm sure there's some people out there that kind of share the same feeling as me, the same sentiment, that because you do hear a lot of people saying he can't act, he cannot act, and there's times when I definitely agree with him, because wherever he goes, it's just the same thing, it's the same character, same mannerisms, he's just him. He's just a larger than life guy that does it. And I just think that's just what's going to happen in Black Adam. He's just going to be Dwayne The Rock Johnson in a Black Adam suit. And with Henry Cavill coming in, I think that brings up more positive buzz to the movie that, than expected. I mean, I don't, even if you think it's going to be Black Adam versus Superman, you said they're not going to fight. You think they're going to team up or something? Is that how it's going to go?
Well, it's just a post-credit scene with Superman, like the leak thing that we saw, like that leak scene. That's probably it. Mm-hmm. A little confrontation at the post-credit scene, and that's it. But yeah, I think you're right. I mean, The Rock has very little range. I've said this in my I did a Peacemaker review like a long time ago, and I thought John Cena showed way more range. I even said he showed way more range than The Rock was ever capable of. But so I agree with you on all those points. Like Rock.
Here's the scary part, though. Do you remember the last buzz when it was like Superman versus someone? When it was on Comic-Con and they showed that little tidbit of Batman staring into the night sky with the bat signal on.
Yeah.
And then the lightning flashes and Superman's flying on top of it.
Right.
And everybody's like, oh my gosh, going crazy. That movie sucked. I didn't like that movie. Okay. So it's like, this is what's going to happen. I'm predicting it right now. I'm going to predict it right now. Just like you got all this buzz, but like I said, I respect Henry Cavill. I like him as Superman. They're doing him wrong though. And I think with Black Adam, this whole Black Adam thing, it's going to be Dwayne The Rock Johnson in a Black Adam uniform. And then they're going to probably team them up or maybe go against each other for maybe half of the film.
Not
Black Adam.
Not even that. He's not going to be in the movie at all. So if you're coming into this movie just to see Henry Cavill as Superman, I think you're going to be massively disappointed.
He's only in the end credits. Yeah,
it's just going to be the end credits scene. But okay, so you're not excited for the movie. I'm excited for the movie. Like I'm not going to be able to watch it here in the States. I'm going to be overseas, backpacking Europe. So if I do have time, maybe I'll catch the movie somewhere over there. Find the English theater. Wherever country I might be roaming in, and watch the movie, do overseas international OE reviews. I might be doing that, but I am excited for Black Adam just because I do want to see what The Rock is capable of. You said, like we both agree, he doesn't have that much range, but at least this is a role more suited to his stature. I mean, the guy is built like a damn superhero, so him portraying a superhero shouldn't be that far off. And
well, you're a DC guy. Who would you rather cast? If you had to cast as someone as Black Adam, did you have any other ideas for Black Adam casting?
The Rock? It is, well, The Rock's perfect because ethically he's ambiguous to anything. He could be be any race. And I'd want anyone portraying Black Adam to be of that realm, Middle Eastern, like get a popular actor. get him jacked up on roids, looking like a superhero. That works for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd want them to stay as close as they can to the source material with Black Adam. But I think The Rock could pull it off because the guy looks like a damn superhero. All he has to do is act tough and let the special effects do their work. And hopefully the writing in this movie is good. You got Pierce Brosnan in it. You got a lot of superheroes in this movie. It's not just Black Adam. And he does have the edge of playing an anti-hero. He's not a goody two-shoes superhero. He's an anti-hero. So it'll be interesting to see the dynamic with him not being a pure hero that we're accustomed to. But yeah, I'm excited for this movie. I'm like I said, I'm ready for DC to do something great. And if this is the stepping point for big moves to getting a better cohesive universe with the DC heroes, I'm all about it.
I'm not, and again, I love Rock. I love Dwayne The Rock Johnson as a human being. I've always been a fan of his and everything, but am I going to rush to the theaters for this one? Probably not. Even with the Henry Cavill thing leaking out.
Well,
so
that makes one of us because I am the man of the people. I'm the people's reviewer. So I will be going out, even if I'm overseas traveling. I really am going to try to make my way and catch Black Adam. So that's our movie news regarding Black Adam, what we think of the future of the DCEU. I think this is exciting news if you're a comic book fan, especially if you're a DC fan. So I'd like to thank my cousin Dustin, aka DL, for joining me on this movie news talk, this superhero talk. You got anything you want to get off your chest before we get out of here?
Don't be too excited.
Damn, son.
I'm going harsh on this.
Damn, he's going harsh on the great one. Okay, I respect it in a way. So, all right, everyone, post down in the comment section below if you're excited for Black Adam. Let us know. Be sure to click the like button on your way out. Subscribe to my channel as well to see more videos from me and us. And I'll see you all next time. See you.